Sometimes this game makes your head in. And that's not meant in a negative way or anything. It's just how it is. I need to find a volcanic planet. Shellstrom. There's one hiding behind. Columns. Fished. That one looks like it could be the one. Basalt. They are at least very hot. There's salvageable scrap, so that's and there's volcanoes. So please tell me I have found the target. Yeah. Closer, maybe. It's probably the closest. And I need to make sure my... What? Why did it tell me I needed a... Huh. Just being weird, I guess. least now we're doing what our intention was to do. That is not going to be working, is it? Oh, stupid. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, I just managed to find all the creatures on this planet. That is not a bad thing. Don't land on top of it, don't land on top of it. Almost. I'm not looking for harmonic scrap right now. It is probably a broken out autopage, but that's not what we're looking after right now. Where did that go? everything? Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. It's too early to come and tell me for that. That will take some time. Yeah, I know. No, 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 don't crawl up. You are cheeky. No, don't balk. She's not a happy bunny. What's up? What's up? What do you want? You want cuddles? No? Do you need toilet? Is that what you're telling me? Haven't you just been out? I am on dog duty, so yeah. I might actually have to take a short break and go down with her. Because if she needs, she needs. That's give me 2 minutes, girl. Give me 2 minutes, yeah. Do you need? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, yeah. I will go to the space station and take a little break. That is... What is that? Well, that might take a little bit longer, girl. Oh, what is it? I'm shooting. Where did they come from? What did they want? Did they want anything? So I will land here, then I will take a short break. I'll be back in 5 minutes time. So just stay put and I will be quickly back. Yeah, I'm back again. Thank you for sticking by. That is the funny thing of having pets sometimes. Jesus. Where did I get all this from? Okay, that is interesting. I have never noticed the infinite modules for the Corvettes before, so I'm quite happy with them. That is something we need to sell. So is that one. I think I have that over there as well. Good. This is also for selling, but so I also have a fish. A fish. Not a bad thing though. Quite annoying. Now the other dog is barking. That is not a bad thing, but so I should have 3 missions that all do the same, so that is okay. There is nothing particularly interesting coming out of it. So at least we can put those slots on immediately. So I got 5. So if I put 2 up here and 3 down here. And let's decorate it a little bit. I know it's not decoration, but yeah. So modify, but there was something I wanted and something I didn't want. So that is an infinite. Doesn't say what it is. That's the face beam. That That's the one I don't want. That one I want, and I want another info knife. I like them. What else did I have? I don't have anything else here. At this moment. Maybe later, maybe later. So, try edits. Then let's see if we can get some more things. Purchase modules. So first see what the basic stuff is. That's what I just have to pay for. That's not very interesting. So trade. I would like some more of these. So what do I have that can trade? Do I have that can trade? That one is rather not so good as I thought. So I got 2 more. Oh, I should just have picked that one. So that one we just put on the side for now. Take another of these, put on top there. Put this one on top there. That one on top there. That one belongs on top there. Then should really put it in the middle, but actually I should really put it in the middle. There's a reason to put it in the middle. That is that we will build it up. So now I need to go on board and do a little bit. So, and it was not here I had it, it was here. So, and turn stereo away, working on that. That will be fine. Put that there. And so it's about having all the my glass is where? That actually went into the storage somewhere. That's probably not the storage I have. Let's see. It's not that one. That one. That's a no. Okay, that was a no. Yeah, that has to wait then. I kind of want a refiner in here, but that just have to wait then. I could make glass, but that's the thing. I don't really want to call things that is not necessary to produce things I already have. Plenty of weird things, so yeah. Did we get things the right places though? I'm not entirely sure of that, but So something like that. Yeah, let's go on. I can see we have a ghost here. So, what else? I think everything. Turn around, bright eyes. Yeah, that would be me, wouldn't it? Okay. So I would kind of love to get away from from the outer ring here. So should we take one with a outlaw base for once? Abandoned planets, okay. That could be interesting, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. I am kind of looking for more interesting things regarding the Corvette. So I actually do like to do one thing at a time. Because otherwise I run around like a headless chicken. And I know someone would probably say I do that anyway, but yeah. Even worse than headless chicken running around, not really doing what would be best. Reminding me, remember this. Oh, there's something else I need to remember. Carbon. Wow. Squirrel simulator, yeah, that's me sometimes. They were not useful. What do we have here? Never mind that. Let's look at the planets instead. Aren't these planets looking hot? No. Anything else? That's a space station. That was logic for squirrels, I think. A rainy planet. I might actually find some carbon there, even though that's pretty much what I want right now. So I know it's still ongoing and everything. Just say a little bit. Tomorrow I will be streaming tomorrow. That is Wednesdays now as well, and that will be No Man's Sky as well. Birdie, birdie, num num. Yeah. What do you have there? Nothing I would like, so that's... Go away, please. don't know what I'm doing right now. That was a bit wrong, but never mind. Done is done. I think it's all good and well and fine. Let's call it fine. And then go for the black hole. Weird tendency to park just in front of me. So yeah, that is probably the better way of doing it. Yeah, so let me recap a little bit. I'm still looking for preferably a lot of modules for the Corvette. That's the main objective right now. Okay, there is there. So let's just visit the space station first. Yeah, that's another way of mining. Just fly into them. But luckily, the shields normally will pick it up, so at least that's the theory. So I'm looking for module for the Corvette as well. So whenever I find any, I go for those missions. But as we can see, there's none here. And I don't really need to pick other missions up because I have full well, I'm still surviving. Everything is actually quite good. Thank you. And how are you? Haven't seen you for a very long time. Yeah, I do play other games in between, but I always come back. Yeah. I have not managed to be able to stream in VR, so I haven't gone that route yet. And it's probably my laziness that has done that I haven't actually picked that up. But I will say it is amazing in VR. It took a little bit of time to actually control it, but as I'm a many years mouse and keyboard player, then any other ways of controlling is difficult. At least that's what I tell myself. I could imagine, yeah. I think we have talked about this before. I can handle 50 keys, more give and give or take a few. Give me 7 or 8 buttons, then I lose it. Maybe I should actually think about getting a controller. That was not the one I looked at, no. Ancient Bones is not what I'm looking for. Flourishing Moon. Where did that... there it was. Yeah, I even talked Welsh Tiger into playing with keyboard and mouse, but she is experienced with playing those. So I saw her streams and they were absolutely fine. Yeah, but I think it's all about what you're used to, and could someone turn on the light, please? That is not a lot of it's actually none whatsoever. Okay. Yeah. If I start playing with a controller, it will become a dead simulator. Even though I can do that with mouse and keyboard as well. It is somewhat weird. Still no scrap? What the? That is that is false advertising. Man. Actually, it's an advantage to use the Corvette to look for these kind of things, because you don't have to land to start scanning the planet, so it's good in that way. But until I have built my Borg cube, then I will not really be using it. I'm building the Corvette at the moment because this is actually my longest running permadeath at the moment. So I shifted the other day because I was showing something which I had on this, but I didn't have on the save I was playing on. But I do still use my Sentinel interceptors. I do prefer them when you have to fight. I'm not so happy with fighting in the Corvette, even though it got good firepower. I think it's just a question of getting used to it. But no, I didn't have the Corvette on this one, so I decided to build one. Yeah, but you can do that in the Corvette as well, and the advantage is you can scan without landing, so that I like. Whenever you're searching for something. Yeah. Yeah, you can build them as a mini freighter, and on one of my saves I managed to build kind of a Borg cube, and that's what I'm trying to do here as well. I had all the storage ones on it, so I would have everything with me when I flew around. And as I said, when you're looking for something, you don't have to land, you just leave the cockpit and start scanning, and you can actually find what you're looking for relatively easy. I like that. Yeah, no, definitely. That's one thing I find is really annoying when you take missions on permitted. Very often they send you to planets with aggressive or semi-aggressive sentinels, and it becomes a hide and seek constantly, and that's how are we with Soldier? Quite good actually. But on the other hand, it's something you can use a lot of. But there's two words of wisdom I want to say. I died on one of my 400 hours runs because I got bloody cocky, and that's, you shouldn't. But I will say, unpermitted, play as you normally play, but just add the I hate to die thing. Then it's actually doable, I found out. Because as long as I played very carefully, very cautious about what I was doing, I got into trouble constantly, but after I thought, well, I'm just going to have fun and play as I normally do, that actually helped. And I would say now it's very rare it goes wrong. I've done quite a number of different challenges as well, and again, it actually seems to work fine. Especially those without starter ship where you have to walk around the planet. They can be challenging on permanent, especially in the start game, but it actually seems to work out. Oh, I remember. I remember. I have often thought about that. You were sitting there. I can't find basalt, and I landed on a planet, and there was plenty. But I have often said that, and I still do. No Man's Sky is the biggest such law simulator there is, because whenever you need something, nope, you're not getting it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Uh, I even made a couple of videos and put on YouTube where to find basil. I got a comment on one of them. I shouldn't talk about people's comment, but he complained that I didn't tell him where it was, where the planet was. And I went through the video and I thought, have I forgotten to put the glyphs on or something? And no, I had put the glyphs on. So I had to tell him that if he looked at that specific time, then the glyph was on screen and he should be able to find it. It's not, no, it's just hard mode. It's you need to understand the basic of the game, but you know that. So the starter ship is actually irrelevant. It's just a question about surviving, which you can if you know the basic of the game, and finding a way of getting a ship, either a crashed ship and repair it, or buy one from somewhere, a trading post or a colossal archive, something like that. This is the most boring planet with scrap. Yeah, you know the old saying that you can't see the forest for trees. Yeah, but as I said, as you know, the basic survival on a alien planet and all that, then that should not be the problem. The problem is the time it takes to either accumulate enough money or resources, whether you repair or buy. And that would be the same. You can try it out on normal settings first and see if you like that kind of challenge. It actually don't have to be permanent always, but so I mean, challenges are not meant to make it impossible. It's meant to add a little bit to the challenge in the game. Because it's not funny every time you load in you get killed by something. That's horrible. I would say those kind of games, then I normally terminate them after half an hour tops. Then I'm done, because that is too much. I don't want that. Yeah. Well, there's another one we have been doing for quite a bit. It's called From Zero to Purple, timed. So you start from scratch, and this is normally done on permadeath, but you start from scratch and you play as fast as you can until you unlock the purple systems. The really good players on permadeath can do it in 10 to 12 hours. My best time is 15. Wicked has done it down around 12, I believe, maybe even quicker. But he's the wizard. Well, I had one which would done in something like 11 hours if I hadn't died. Oh. It really went so smooth, and then, yeah. And then you end up in this situation where you get a little bit cocky, this is going good, and then boom, 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 game over. But that's a type of challenge that it doesn't really add a lot to gameplay. It's just you're focused on these few things. Well, few things is actually quite a lot, but doing all the missions and unlock. So it's a question how fast you can do the missions, really. There's a challenge called the Bounty Hunter Challenge. That is normally done on permanent as well. However, you don't. That could be done on normal. There is a chart on. You are only allowed certain ships, depending on how many pirates you have killed. Do I actually still have it on my screen? Not that one. As food recipes, that will not be interesting. No, I don't have it on my screen anymore. But if you're interested, I can find it. It's actually relatively easy to find. So boom, 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 boom. Come on, don't do that to me. So it looks like this. And I say this part, yeah, if you are very experienced player who plays permadeath normally, then I would say go for that. But you can actually play it on normal as well. So this one, you only need the first part of Artemis, and that's it. And there is some caveats, but you see a shuttle with 0 kills. After 10 kills, you can have a hauler and so on. Yeah. Well, it's been more difficult because there has been added words. So there is around, there's over 1,000 of the 3 main aliens, and it's unknown how many autophage words there is. So yeah, but that is the notes for these. It is on my Facebook page as well. There is a link on my front page. So if anyone is interested to see these things, I always put them on the Facebook side, because then you can go in and have a look and say, oh, that is just something for me. I know a couple was asking for this one. In settings, when you start, in options difficulty, it sits down here somewhere in the down in the bottom somewhere when you start, and then you just disable it. Yeah. Um, so that's relatively easy. And the thing is, because we had other challenges where we were not sure whether we should go with tutorial or not, and there I played with the tutorial disabled, and Wicked played with it on, I started with it on as well, but something went wrong for me, so I couldn't actually. It was without starter ship, and there was something which didn't work out for me. But so I restarted it with it off, and when you start without tutorial, you actually start with a terrain modifier, which you don't do if you have the tutorials on. And that makes a big difference to certain things, whether you have that or not. So yeah, but again, I have done it on permadeath, but I think it will be fully doable on normal, and you just get a little bit extra spice. It's not always it have to be burning spicy. Oh, got a little bit more, but there is very far between them. It's funny, some planets, the scrap is laying in clusters, two, three next to each other, and then you can see them all around the landscape. And other places, yeah, if you're lucky, you find one. But I will say I don't know how these will work out. It should be fine in VR. I played in abandoned space on VR mainly just to get the hang on it. So I would say it's not easier to play in abandoned space, but there has been added certain things, so it is a little bit more playable. So, if I don't see any now, I leave this planet. And this system. Yeah, I encountered that a couple of times. That was why I went over to abandoned space, because there is less creatures, for instance. I kept aggravated creatures in VR, which annoyed me a little bit, because I walked into them and I shot them by accident and stuff like that. It was not my intentions, but it happened. And then they attacked me, and yeah. Yep. That is very true. But yeah, it's amazing to play in VR, but as I said, I haven't gotten things installed so I can stream it, but it is on my to-do list. At least from time to time. That's I think it would be good fun. Oh, it was a purple system I jumped into. The reason why I wondered that is it was a spectation. Oh yeah. But I would think you could find something useful on GitHub that would help you. I always seem to find odd things there I can use. Well, not anymore, but while I was working I used it quite a lot. Yeah, no, I think it can, but are you serious? Inventory is not full. What are you up to? Then I take something else and it's fine, yeah. It does happen on these space stations sometimes. This is the model of the abandoned space stations that is used in many purple systems, and there has been added so you can find things that is useful that you normally would buy. Yeah. I have actually reported it once in abandoned space, but I always try to be a good player, and if I find something, I let them know. So, Jesus.